Good morning. Another day chasing the bag, you feel me? It's an everyday thing, man. It ain't gonna stop, it ain't gonna quit. Feel me? Never gonna stop, never gonna quit. Time to get back on that chase again. Feel me? We gotta do what we gotta do. We can take all the risk. You know, they're asking me, Kelvin, could he really do it again? Could he really get another bag again? Because he really got the heart to keep going, to keep striving. You know what I'm saying? We got work to do. We got work to do. Gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, now you wanna see what I do. We got work to do. That's what we gotta do, man. Get this paper up early in the morning. Feel me? I didn't get that much sleep last night. I'm off a 4-hour sleep, so I probably might take a nap in the daytime. I really don't like doing that because I like to get to the spot and go straight to sleep. I don't like taking naps because then, like I said, man, I get to the spot, I'm tossing and turning, you know what I'm saying, trying to go to sleep because I took a nap, so it'd be harder for me to go to sleep when I get to the spot. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get some new clothes today. Today I'll go get me some new clothes. Because the clothes I got are getting worn. You know, you gotta kind of look the part. You gotta look decent. You can't look too much like a bum and shit, man. They got a gas station over here that sells sweats for like $10. And we'll go get some brand new shirts. I need a new shirt. Shit like that. Throw that away. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do, bro. Don't let nothing stop us from getting that bag. You know. These females, I swear. Woo! When I get that bag, man, I'ma have these bitches sucking a whole lot of dick. I'm like, yeah, bitch, you gotta suck this 45-year-old man's dick. You gotta suck this 45-year-old man's dick. That's what you gotta do. If you want a shopping spree, if you want to go shopping, you gotta suck this 45-year-old man's dick. And I want some sloppy toppy. I want spit everywhere. This spit everywhere. I want, you know, so I want my balls to be licked. I want them to be clean, man. Clean my balls with your tongue, girl. Go up under the balls too. That's the favorite spot right there. What's up with it, Jerry? bruh, the prayer ain't gonna, look, man, you guys with that prayer stuff, prayer don't help anything, bro. It never has. It never will. Prayer doesn't stop death. You feel what I'm saying? Prayer does not stop bad things from happening to you. If they're gonna happen, they're gonna happen. Prayer doesn't stop, or prayer alone doesn't give riches in, what am I saying? Prayer doesn't give riches in your life. It doesn't make riches appear in your life. You feel what I'm saying? Just because you pray, if that was the case, everybody would be rich if prayer works. You feel what I'm saying? What you gotta do. What you gotta do. A prayer doesn't make $1 million appear in front of you. I used to believe in that stuff, bro, back in the day. I used to think that prayer works. I used to get down on my knees and pray to God every single day for a better life. And it never came. It never showed up. You know what I'm saying? Because praying ain't gonna get me out of a situation, man. It's this bag gonna get me out of a situation. If I hit a bag, I ain't gonna thank the man above. I'm gonna thank myself. Like, it was me that did that. I take all the credit. I take all the credit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say not a goddamn prayer for my first jackpot. I ain't gonna say another prayer. I know some of y'all gonna kick in the door talking about, man, God got you that jackpot. No, that don't work on me, man. Yeah, we gotta get some new clothes today. Some of y'all believe in that God stuff, but I don't believe, bro. So if I hit a jackpot and then I didn't say no prayer, that means it was all me, man. You know what I'm saying? All the hard work and putting your effort into it. Putting the effort into it, bruh. Stop laying up. We got work to do. We got work to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, man, when I was coming up, they didn't want the bag as bad as I did, man. They was too busy chasing the pussy, bro, all the time. And I wanted the bag more than anybody. And somehow I got distracted. Just hanging around people who don't care about getting the bag. That'll fuck your future up. That'll fuck your way of thinking up. Your way of life. Hanging around people who don't want to get the bag as bad as you do. Feel what I'm saying? You want to get the bag bad. You want that bag so bad. Yeah, we ain't gonna eat none this morning. We fasting. My first meal is at maybe like at 12 noon or something like that. I need to start putting vegetables in my diet. Start looking for some of these vegetables up out here. You know what I'm saying? So the praying, man, it just don't work for me. I'm sorry. If that was the case, I would have been out of my situation by now. If prayer worked, I wouldn't have been in the situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you are God, man. You are in control of your own destiny. I thought I fucking pushed the button, damn it. You got work to do. Feel what I'm saying? You gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. You know, I just wish people would stop all that with all that praying stuff. Praying don't put food on the table, man. Prayer don't put food in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I get that on my own. I eat every single day. I don't pray before I eat. I don't pray after I eat. I just live life like I want to, man. Because I know that there's nobody up there, man, coming to save me. And I got to save myself. I got to do it all myself. And I can do it. Feel what I'm saying? But as long as you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything in life. As long as you believe in yourself, bruh, you can accomplish anything. Anything and everything. We got work to do. We got work to do. That song is stuck in my head that I made like a long time ago when I wanted to be a rapper and shit. We got work to do. We got work to do. That's what I'm saying. A lot of cats gotta understand this. You know, you're just not gonna have a good life without money, man. That's why you got so many millionaires walking around, because they know it's a good life. You know, in the Bay Area, we got like 300,000 millionaires. That's a lot of millionaires. That's a lot of millionaires. 300,000, over 300,000. Anyhow, our population is like some population in California. It's about, I know it's up in the millions, but out of the millions, man, there are 300,000 millionaires. You know what I'm saying? So people know it's a good life, and to have money and wealth, it just makes you more confident and secure. You know, and you'll never be deprived of women, even though sometimes they say, well, you know what, the women you deal with, when you get the bag, there ain't gonna be nothing but gold diggers and stuff. But I don't think them out there right now. You know, I see some of these leftover women channels, and they're talking about how, a lot of these guys, they be leaving with their wallet and be getting taken advantage of by women and shit. And these women don't really love you and stuff like that. They just want you for your money. And I'm like, bruh, at least you got like better options. If you take your money away from you as an older man, you're gonna be left with women that's around your age. And you don't want to deal with women around your age. You want them young females. And as you get older, it gets harder and harder to get the youngins without money. So then you got money in your pocket to attract them. Now, would it be genuine? Hell no. She's going to be there just for your money. She's not there for you. And you're fine with that as long as you get to hang out with them and have dinner with them and never be alone. Being isolated and being alone is worse. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to work out again today. I didn't drink no alcohol, nothing. I'm quitting that shit, man. I'm just like, I'm done with alcohol, bro. Done. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I relapse, forgive me, but I'm making a solid effort to like stay away from it as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So now you get your money, you get your bag, and you get the flashy car and the fucking the Rolex and the house on the hill or the condo or whatever you got. You get that, you get all of that, and you want to attract women with it. You see what I'm saying? Because alone, a lot of us don't have the genetics to get those type of women. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to have money. I'd rather the shit to be fake, man, than not to get them at all. Because you won't get them at all if you don't have any money. So some of these guys, I don't know why they make videos, uh, you know, about, you know, women that are gold diggers. They're just after you for your money. They're just here to take advantage of you and get you to buy things for them and spend money on them and shit like that. But that's part of the game, though. When you get the bag, you're not gonna have women that are genuine. You know, you're not gonna have women that are authentic. You feel what I'm saying? You are not gonna have women that are authentic. So, but that's the trade-off, though. Which life would you rather have? You know, a life where you're dating women who are 3s and 4s, and really they're really attracted to you, and you're not really attracted to them. Poor, miserable, or will you have the life with the bag, with the women who are gorgeous, by the way, that want to talk to you and be with you, you know, that are 8, 9s, and 10s, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which life would you rather have? The women who want you for you, but they don't look all that great. They're like average at best or whatever, or below average looking, or do you want the life, you know, with the bag and women who are top tier gorgeous, you know, because you're not gonna get them with just your looks, bro. Like, some people act like we could just walk up to a top tier female and be like, hi, what's your name? Oh, Katie? Oh, my name is Kale. Oh, would you like to have some coffee or something? Now, with your old ass at 45, bro, you ain't gonna get that shit, bro. Like, man, she gonna be like, please, you're old. And you walk up with that bag, that Lamborghini, all of a sudden, you know, she's sitting right next to you. So that's the type of life you want, man. It's better than the options that you got when you get to be 45. Like, you know what I'm saying? When my dad kept getting older, I saw his options just dry up. Every time I turned around, he was with a woman that was less attractive. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get the women that were average like my mother no more. He couldn't get them. He couldn't get the average woman no more. You feel what I'm saying? His options kept on dwindling down. I don't want that I don't want that to happen. At least you got options, bro. Some woman you could go out on a date with and be seen with. Sitting there having coffee, drinking coffee or whatever, and sitting down, have a good time, laughing and giggling and talking and shit. Instead of being with a woman that you really don't really care about, you know. And those women they keep getting lesser and lesser every year without money. You feel what I'm saying? Your pool of options just keep on shrinking every year that goes by. So, which life would you rather have? Life with the bag or life without the bag? Because life without the bag, you're going to get women around your age. You're going to get women who are 35 plus. You're 45, you're going to get women around 35 plus. They're going to have kids. Okay? They're going to be, their pussies are not going to be as tight as the 21-year-olds. You see what I'm saying? Their body's not going to be as tight. You ain't gonna find no woman without kids at your age. So which would you rather take on? I'd rather have the bag life, bro. I'd rather have the bag life. You feel what I'm saying? I'd rather fuck that. I want the bag life. Fuck it. It just won't be genuine. The women that I hang out with, they're gonna be just after me for my money. Okay, fine. As long as I get to hang out with them, though, and get to touch and grab on stuff, you know what I'm saying, and get to have sex with them. See what I'm saying? So that's the best thing about the bag, is that it's going to attract more beautiful women your way. And then you get better access to genes, too, meaning that, you know, if you have a baby with one of them, or, you know, or multiple babies or whatever, Meaning that your kid gonna benefit from the genetics of the top tier woman, bro. Meaning that your kid gonna be a Tyrone, or if it's a girl, it's gonna be a what they call it, what the incels call it, a what they call it. They got Chad. Oh, Stacy, yeah. Yeah. Or if it's a female, it's gonna be called Stacy. You feel what I'm saying? So you get access to better genes, meaning that my legacy will continue to grow, and my son won't struggle getting a woman ever. So I got access to better genes, right? So then the kids after me, right after I die, the kids are better looking, and my genetics will be able to, what they call it, survive throughout centuries after me. You feel what I'm saying? So I got a kid that's I get a top tier woman, then my kid's gonna be a Tyrone. Okay? I got a top tier black woman, kid gonna be a Tyrone. He ain't gonna have no problem getting women. He gonna have a better sex life than I did when I was coming up. You see what I'm saying? So you just want better for your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Because look at Mike Tyson's kids, man. They look better than him because he got with a top tier woman, bro. So now it's like, it's the way it is, bro. When men get money, bro, we go after top tier women, bro, and we'll pay and pay for stuff, man, to keep them around. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. What they call it, a sugar daddy, man, a sugar baby. It's like, oh, hey, I'm 45, I'm no sugar daddy. I'm gonna embrace that shit. There's a lot of guys out here that embrace the sugar daddyism. Shit, they wear that shit like a badge of honor, bro. Nothing wrong with spending money on a female, bro. Especially if she's good looking, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Half of you motherfuckers, or not even half, like all of you motherfuckers, if you met a top tier female, you'd be opening your wallet to spend if you got it. You got the bag, you'd be opening your wallet to spend for that woman to be around you, bro. Because you ain't never had it so good. You ain't never had a top tier woman in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when she come around, she got that nice body, she's smelling good, she's looking good, she tall, she got long legs. Bruh, if you got the bag, you spending. I don't care what nobody say, bruh. You spending money on them. And as long as they giving you pussy, you spending money on them, bruh. That's just the way it is. You ain't young no more. You 45 plus. When you was young, you was able to get away with getting pussy for free. Not no more, nigga. After age 30, bro, you gotta cough up them ducats. After age 30, oh, here come Chad. There go Chad. Tall Chad. He going in the Starbucks. Chad, he just went in. Tall, 6 foot Chad just walked into Starbucks right now. You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta compete with him. We gotta compete with this nigga, man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why we after the ducats, bro. That's why we after the cheese, to compete with other men, to not only get the money for the woman, but to make a more comfortable life for ourselves too, where you ain't struggling no more. You feel what I'm saying? You could buy a house, buy a condo. My thing is, I want to buy a condo. That way I'll never be homeless again. Somebody said, well, you know what, buying a house and buying a condo is not really a good investment. Now, fuck you. After being homeless for like 8 years, if I'm ever broke, at least I got a condo to live in, and nobody can kick me out of that motherfucker. I can live in there rent free. It's already paid for. I don't have to pay no rent. That's what I do. I'll buy a condo straight cash. That way I'll always have a place to live. I'll never be homeless again. That's another thing when I get the bag. You know, let's say I win like $6 million. Okay, cool. 6 million. Okay, cool. I take that money. I would buy a house, but it's like $1 million. So I said, fuck it. First, I start off with a condo. Buy a condo with like 2 rooms and a kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll buy a Porsche. Okay, that's probably like $1 million right there. Condo might cost like $800,000. The Porsche might cost like $100 and something thousand, right? So I got a condo and a Porsche. And then I got $5 million left to invest my money with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna buy a Porsche straight up. That's gonna be my everyday car. I'm gonna drive that car every day. Cause you can drive a Porsche every single day, bro. It ain't like a Lamborghini where you take it out every now and then. Nah, a Porsche could be driven every single day. I see this one guy. He drives his Porsche to work. He owns this pet business over here. He drives his Porsche to work every single day. So that's what I would do. Have a Porsche and a condo, and then I'll take the rest of the money and try to flip it and try to invest in the other stuff and stuff like that. Make smart, wise investments where my money can come back to me within 5 and 6 years or whatever. That's what I would do. So I'm gonna go with something inside here, man. It's getting cold. Can't make no more video. I need to warm up. You guys have a good day, man. I'll be back on later. You feel me? I gotta start making shorter videos. My videos too goddamn long. You guys have a good day. I'm out.